Hi guys, it's Sandy. I wanted to come on here today and talk about winter coming, and we need to get our homes prepared for winter. So here in the Midwest, it gets really cold in the wintertime, and a lot of the United States does. Even you that are in the warmer climates, you still need to prepare for winter. I know that even in places like Georgia and parts of Texas, it still gets cold where we think that it shouldn't. It does get cold, so we need to get prepared for winter. According to the Farmer's Almanac, this coming winter of 2021 and 2022 is supposed to be very cold. Lots of snow in some places, lots of very cold, frigid temperatures in other places. But according to them, they've called for a very cold winter. Now, is that 100%? No. But with the way that things are happening and natural disasters and all of that, I wouldn't discount that, and I would get your home prepared for a cold winter. And also if power goes out. So you're going to need heat, alternate heat sources, and you're going to need a way to cook. And those are two things that I'm going to go over is cooking. Lighting is in there also. So having a means of heat, that is so important. It's got to be alternate ways, because if the electric goes out, you need something else. So what do you have? Do you have a fireplace? Do you have wood? If you do you have a fireplace that's gas? And do you have propane? Your propane tank filled up? If so. If not, make sure that you get this done. What are some other things? You can get other propane heaters in your house. I went and looked at some this week. There were like none at Walmart, but Menards and Lowe's still had some. So look at those like Mr. Buddy, Mr. Heater kind of heaters. It's a great alternative source that you can get, and then you just buy the propane for it. So those are some thoughts. You also really need to get, this is a sleeping bag, and it's a cold weather sleeping bag. Get a sleeping bag for everyone in your house. Not those little thin things. That's not going to keep you warm. Get a sleeping bag for everybody, or if you can't go and buy new sleeping bags, at least get blankets. You could go to a thrift store and get nice blankets, wool blankets if you can find some. But if just get what you can. Take those home, wash them really good in hot sudsy water in your refrigerator, in your washer, and they will be good to go. They're nice and disinfected that way. Something else that is a light source, but it's also a source of heat. These give off quite a bit of heat, is the hurricane lanterns. I got this on Amazon. I'll link it below, the one that I got. It works great. I've already tried it out. I do have a video on how to use a lantern so that you know how to ahead of time and how to change the wicks. Don't wait until you have no electric and then try to figure it out. Figure it out ahead of time. This clean heat is just a clean kerosene that is okay to use in the house. Propane is something that's safe to use in the house also, when I talked about the propane heaters. But make sure that you have carbon monoxide detectors in your house too, and if not, get one. You really have to have that also. So these are a great source of heat and light. So if we didn't have electric, or let's say you lost your job, or an illness or something has happened that you want to turn down the heat so that you're not spending so much in electric bills, you can use something like this as a resource to help heat. You could put this near you for one thing, or you could make something like a tent. So what if you put blankets over a dining table? This would be more if you lost electric and you need to have a space that would stay warm. You could do that and put this close to you. This does not use a lot of kerosene, but it really does get off a lot of light and heat. So something like this is not expensive and could be a lifesaver, whenever you put this in your home if you would lose electric. We got to prepare for this. We have to prepare for a really cold or long or dark or snowy winter. We don't know what could happen, but if you have things in your house to prepare, then you're going to keep your family warm and safe. So something else. So along with heating, get yourself alternate heating. That is so important. Get some light, some sources of light in your home that are not electric. There's also the battery powered things, but these give off heat and light. And then the other thing that you really, really, really need to think about is how you're going to cook. Because when you're cold, to be able to have a warm meal in your belly or to be able to have warm tea or coffee, that is really important to keep your body, you know, to have that sense of warmness through those foods or fluids, the waters, the coffees, whatever. This, I've showed it before and I'm showing it again because I think it is so incredibly important to get. It's like $23 on Amazon. I'll link this below too because this truly is something that you need to get into your home. It is a butane gas stove, or you might even have a camping stove that uses propane. Use that. Get propane in your tanks if you have a grill. Get those kind of things already prepared. This is butane fuel that you use with this gas one stove. This is what it looks like. You just open it up and you take this out and you put your propane right into the thing here and it just lights right up. And then you have a gas stove to be able to cook on and to heat water, whatever you need, so that you have a safe environment and that you also have something warm to eat. That's really, really, really important. So get food in your house, buy you one of these. Let me flip it around here so you can see it. A deluxe portable gas stove, and along with that you have to buy the butane cans. So you could buy them in the camping section of your Walmart or Target. You can get them on Amazon. Just make sure and get something like this. So again, I've got the fuel, I have a light source, I've got a sleeping bag right here, I have alternate sources as far as heat for my home. We do have an outside fireplace, but that's not going to help any whenever it is freezing cold outside. We need inside sources of heat. This video was quick, it was right to the point because I want to make sure that you have alternate sources of heat, alternate sources of cooking in your house, alternate sources of light. Do it now, don't wait. Supplies are going to get harder and harder to get. We know that the supply chain is breaking. We know that there are ships sitting out with storage containers in the oceans, and it is becoming overwhelming to the stores are not going to be able to get their stock in. So don't wait, get stuff now. Go out, spend a little bit each week, add something else to the preps that you are working on. And if you haven't started yet, get started. And until next time, I'm out.